And the broadcast.
It
We are
says it's
live. We are
yeah.
live.
It says it's ready. It says it's ready, and I don't believe it. Oh, there's a lot of
Do
noise
you believe
behind
it?
me.
Where's our notification? Where's
I don't believe
standards?
notifications.
Where's standards? There's our notification. I knew it was going to come.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the hot as hell version of Indie Vault. I'm sweating over here, sweating bullets. It's all right. It's hot. It's gonna be a long
There's
week, a long
no
time.
no
Just
air in
turn
our
on some
Grant
Duran
home today.
Duran.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can sweat to the oldies.
No sweating to the oldies. I'm gonna go out sleep. I'm gonna sleep outside tonight. I think it's cooler out there. Uh, so yeah, we're here again this week as always. Here for you guys, here for everyone on Indie Vote Radio listening in. We really appreciate that. We got a decent show, decent.
Decent.
We got a decent show down for you
You got
tonight.
something lined up for us
Yeah,
today, or
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Ready
We
to
got an
go?
interview with Scott Zambelli of
Oh yeah,
Bard Stone Publishing, and
Bard Stone. Yes.
yeah,
More
and
more fan mail from some flounders.
yeah. You got our usual hate mail
The usual
and
hate mail.
the usual hate mail from the
Are we
usual
gonna get called
suspects.
ass boys again?
We do, we
Oh,
do, we do.
okay.
We get
So remember, today's broadcast is rated TVMA DLSV, where the L stands for language.
I'm, I'm oddly enough. I'm okay with being called an ass boy. It's just okay. I'll take it.
The following comics show is not
Yeah,
suitable for anyone.
yeah.
There we go.
Let's hit the intro and we'll come back at it and
Couldn't we
go full steam.
hit it really hard?
Yeah,
You
here we
got
go.
it. You got
Yep,
it.
I got it.
Hang on.
Man game.
Any day.
Okay.
I thought you.
Greetings, everyone out there. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Varian Grant. I am the founder of Indie Vote Media, co-founder of Last Call Comics. Been making comics since 2008. 2008. Wow, it seems so long ago.
So long ago.
Yeah, so long ago.
So long ago.
I am a father, a husband, a geek, an artist, a writer, a publisher, a reluctant taxpayer, sensitivity reader. I just do a lot of stuff, and yeah, I'm tired of all of it. So it's been a long week. It's only Tuesday. Welcome to Indie Vote. I'm joined as always by Lola and Mr. Randy Zim.
The beautiful Lola who only waves.
She only waves.
She only waves.
Doesn't talk.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Zimmerman. I've been doing alternative and independent comics for many years. Arrow Comics, Weeby Comics, Massive Comics, printed under the last 10 years. I've been doing my own little newspaper, comics and entertainment paper here around in my hometown of Flint and Burton, Michigan. I am a award-winning commercial and graphic artist whose main calling is doing sequential art for advertising, mascot work, and now I'm back in doing comics. I have the Zim Geek channel here on YouTube also that I swear new content will be up eventually. So also joining us tonight is Mr. Eric Hodson.
Hey, how's it going? Eric Hodson here, creator of Dreaded Dinosaur Man on Webtoon. I've been doing comics since back in 2005. Started out doing the old black and white indie comics. And currently working on a new Dreaded Dinosaur Man book that'll be on Indiegogo hopefully in October. I also host a show called Baroque Money Hustle, which you can start hearing on Indie Vault Radio here hopefully soon, as long as Varian gets his ducks in a row, which is all about finance and investing from the idea of not having much money. So where do you start? It's kind of a finance and stock show for the rest of us, blue collar investing, I call it. And you can check that out here at Indie Vault Radio or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cool. And all right, in the chat, Pops Van Zant says, "What up? The madness is watching. Appreciate that, Pop.
Cream of the crop. The madness.
Lee. Oh.
Lee L. I need that on a t-shirt. Ass boys.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about doing shirts for a while.
Do we have to have ass boys on the shirt with the Indie Vote logo?
We might need to.
That's what I'm just gonna.
That and hashtag get an education.
Yeah, get an education. Get an education, ass boys. That'll be.
I just had things wink here. I hope we're not about to lose our electricity.
Oh, I will bring it up for you.
Also
So,
on my side of Facebook, Jennifer Cool says, "Hey Zim, hey Jennifer, thanks for listening in." Brian Langley is also in the house,
Cool. And
and I just made my my Facebook public, so hopefully we'll get those comments zapped over into the main page. So,
first question.
There
First
they
question of the night.
sup, ass boys?
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Boys, like the spelling.
Yeah.
That could be where we're gonna have to copy trademark that
Yeah.
that particular spelling too.
Sup, ass boys. Sup, John H.
We should do that. That should be the title of our of a comic.
Ass
Sup,
boys.
ass boys.
Sup, ass boys. Yeah.
Sup, ass boys.
Yeah. I
Jennifer Cool says, "I wanna get an education shirt,
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
and we can arrange that. That can be arranged.
Yeah, and um, yeah,
Maybe
I
a little graduation cap on one side and the great Indie Volt fist on the other,
yeah, get an education.
or vice versa.
Um,
Maybe we could have something else in the fist actually.
maybe a degree.
Oh yeah, it could be a diploma. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of cool. All right, so we got one. We have one question here that is
Jennifer's waving at Lola. As
Oh,
we
is she?
speak. Oh, we got standards and practices. Have already stepped in.
I
Oh,
can't wave
not
back.
important.
My computer's frozen.
Oh, is it frozen?
Camera is frozen. All at a good
It's
spot.
been
though.
frozen since we started.
Oh, well, we haven't noticed because you haven't said anything.
Yeah.
So
If you talk
No.
more, this wouldn't happen.
now we can't even tell if she's laughing.
Yeah.
At least I got a smile on my face.
Let's see here.
Yeah, at least you have a smile on your face. There you go.
Let's see. Ring it back.
There it is.
You said it was hot in there, so at least her screen's frozen.
Wave.
Yeah.
Can you wave? Are you there? No, it's still.
Yeah, she's still frozen.
There it goes. Kind of
Yeah.
moved. Just
Yeah.
keep smiling.
Yeah, this is.
People ain't looking at my face anyways.
Yeah. That's.
I was just gonna say that way you can tell all of our listeners that you're flashing them and not have to worry.
There's here's our new question. All right.
Be like, I have the left one out for John H. Here. Anyway, has there been a national call for pencils up? Any new hope for upcoming comics? Are these companies coming back? Hello. Let's check right now. Hang on. I think we've got a direct line into the Valiant offices.
Is there anybody out there?
Exactly. Can we check that camera? Let's look. I think it's here. It's here somewhere. I know it was here. Here it is. Oh man, look at that. All we see is empty desks and a Pepsi can that's probably 3 months old.
Poor.
Nothing at the Valiant offices yet. We
Yeah.
haven't had any word of anybody with a pencils up order. And in fact, we know for sure that DC has had a, hey, just don't bother to come into the office for the rest of the year order. So let's all be biting our fingernails that DC will be around in 2021.
Don't come in to work. Don't come in.
This is Roderick.
Yeah.
Roderick
Alex-
point oh.
Alex Henning says I can see it on the coffee mug. Yeah. Okay.
That's the first version of Roderick out there.
Well, we know that DC, Warner, actually AT&T, the parent company of everything, they're getting rid of their interactive games division, which was actually profitable. That's up for sale. So if
Well,
a profitable
DC's
part of the
been-
money,
DC's been profitable. It just hasn't been that profitable on the publishing side. So they're going to keep the IPs and sell the licensing rights out for publishing, apparently.
yep,
They're getting rid of their interactive games division?
yeah, it's up for sale.
Wow.
I had heard this morning, watching a YouTube video debate, that back when Jim Shooter was running Marvel, that he was contacted by DC, who was going to stop publishing back then, and asked Marvel to pick up 7 titles for them and produce and print them for them. Of their main 7 their main 7 titles. That's the first time I'd ever heard of that.
Can you imagine Marvel Comics presents Green Lantern?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, stranger things have happened now. I
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'd be okay with it at this point. You know, look. I've seen Sting walk out on WWE television. I've seen I've seen I've seen a partially black president. You know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. Let's go ahead and do it. Heck, I seen I seen Machine Gun Kelly's dating Megan Fox. My life is over, so I don't care. Let's do it.
Well, maybe we can get that amalgam universe to be canon now.
And if anyone out there, going back to our subject here, has heard of any of these mainstream or semi-mainstream or semi-independent or corporate comic companies actually getting a pencils up order, please contact us and let us know. As so far, I've been looking at the comic news and nobody's mentioning nothing about a pencils up order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Marvel's still working about half speed. DC's working about half speed, and their executives are told to stay home until the start of the year if they come back. So,
now,
if anybody's heard any different, please correct us. Let us know.
you're not coming back to work. Put your pencil
They
down.
may not be back. I mean, we were looking at, like I said, we were looking at the Valiant offices earlier, and we found a few names that were missing.
Yeah, we did. We went to Valiant's website and
That we're actually wondering if maybe one of their senior editors have gone back to sports betting. There we can see Lola's live. There we are.
yeah.
Got
it. She may,
Inquiring minds want to know.
yeah, she may have gone to back to sports betting, which has always been her passion.
Always.
Yeah.
It's been a dream of hers ever since she was little.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, DraftKings was trading pretty good today, I think.
Well, then maybe she hasn't gone back to sports.
Yeah, she hasn't destroyed that yet. So, we're assholes. That's why we get called ass
Ooh,
boys.
what
See that?
ass boys?
Yep, that's
Sup
why we-
ass. We're not just ass boys. We're sup ass boys.
Yeah. Pops Van Zandt says just that some titles are going digital. That is all I've seen. Those digital comics. Yeah, do it.
Now but remember, there's been a 3-month lull. So are these books that were produced before the pencils down order, and they're just deciding to put them out now? That's kind of what DC's been doing with all of the original artwork that they did for Walmart, sticking them out digital, aren't they? That's what I heard.
Some of them, I believe, some of them have gone digital. I know that I got DC Universe, and there's a couple more titles up there now that weren't up there before.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird reading comics on my TV.
I always thought it would be an awesome summer event for Marvel and DC to swap a character like trading cards.
See, I don't know. I mean, I would like to see that. But
Could you imagine the sales that would happen, especially if you told them if you take this character, you have to put him on the main team. Like suddenly Firestorm is an Avenger.
well, I think the summer event this year is that there was a celebration on Twitter. I was sent balloons. Someone said, "Did you see the good news?" And I said, "What good news?" And he said, "Look." And it was a graphic with balloons, and it said, "Bendis is leaving Superman." And
Is that what it said?
Hooray.
yeah, and he's wrapping up his Superman run. And I'm like, see, that's the problem. Like, oh, Bendis is leaving Superman. Hooray! Only for them to announce it pretty soon. They haven't. He's
Another-
going Batman.
In other news,
Yeah.
Bendis has been on Superman.
Or he's gonna go to Batman. That will cause DC fanboys to.
Oh no, nobody can do better the cucking than Tom King. He might see it. Bendis might see it as a challenge.
Yeah, I can outcook you. Lily says I would want to see Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne swap universes.
That would make for an interesting story.
Iron
You know,
Batman.
I'm talking like a good secondary or third tier character that swaps for about 6 months.
Well, there
and
was
then
a point
and
where
then swaps back or whatever.
there was a point where Iron Man was a
It'd be pretty wild.
third or fourth rate character. It wasn't.
Oh yeah. Well, there was a period of time there during the Quesada as editor in chief that the word Avengers was a bad word. In fact, they changed West Coast Avengers over to ForceWorks because they figured that their sales were lagging because it had the word Avengers in it. You don't remember that, do you?
And I remember the Force Works comic.
Yeah,
I remember
that's why there
people
was
being-
ForceWorks instead of West Coast Avengers, because Avengers, no, the title must not sell because it's got Avengers in the title.
I remember
Avengers
people
Thor.
getting really mad with Quesada because they said Quesada hated Hawkeye and Ant-Man, and anytime he got an opportunity, he would kill them or take them
That's
out of
like-
action.
That's like Didio and Nightwing and Kid Flash.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lotus got Avengers crackers.
Cool. Yeah, now you can't get away from the term. The
Yeah.
term makes billions of dollars for Marvel all the time.
Yeah.
But at that point, Avengers was a bad word.
Yeah. So I want to get in something pretty
Who knows?
serious here, guys.
More sup ass boys.
No, something kind of serious. And then brought to my attention.
I'm gonna make that cartoon where we're looking mean, standing back to each other with
Yeah.
sup ass boys. Written across it.
Sup,
Maybe have
ass
Rob
boy?
poking his head out between the
Yeah.
looking mean.
But anyway,
Anyway, sorry.
It's lately on the internet
That would make a good T-shirt.
in our comic chats, in our comic realm, we have seen a lot of ugliness lately.
We're not here to talk about Preston Poulter again.
No, not Preston. Preston would have been the Preston was last week's news. No, but
I thought
lately
that was last month.
there's been a lot of people getting
Grabbing their ankles.
dragged out into the light of just not once in the light, but just dragged out and called out for things some have said they did with no proof. Others have come out with proof. of
Attempts
things that they said.
Attempts at cancellation.
Attempts at cancellation,
People
attempts
grasping at straws, taking things out of context, and bending people's words to fit their will.
Right. There's been a lot of it, and I'm worried. And it's one of our viewers was worried. He reached out to me through email that we're going to see a big implosion in the industry of talent because people will be canceled. People will be told, "Hey, you cannot come to the con because of these types of these allegations against you." We heard this, and it's getting to the point, guys, where I seen someone say, "This person said this to me," and I have receipts, and it's like, okay, let's see the receipts,
Produce.
and the receipts don't show up.
Yep.
And after a while, it just becomes, they said it, and it's really kind of it's infuriating because
Petty.
I got called out of my name by a gentleman. I won't call him a gentleman, by an ass hat at a con, and he called me out of my name, and we, I put the video online.
By that name?
No, he called me the N-word several times. He's like,
Ooh,
"Oh, on camera."
yeah.
And I put it online, and one of the people being pulled out into being one of the people that got pulled out and is being called a racist now. Actually,
That's
What
the N-word number 1, not N-word number 2 or 3.
right.
Right.
N-word hard R. One of the people that came to my defense and posted that and posted the video and said, "Hey, this isn't right." And there were a few people, but one of the people that came to my defense a lot was a person now being labeled as a racist, and that kind of hurts me because this person never presented themselves to me as anything but a good person. So I'm seeing that, and then today, news broke online that there are women in the comics industry who are coming out saying that guys, they got a list of males
Mhm.
who have done a
Done
horrible
them
thing
wrong.
to them.
You done them wrong. Done them wrong.
Have done things to them, and the list is expansive. Now, the person who posted this said, "Look, I'm in no way an authority on the matter, but I've been told a lot of this in private, and here are the names." And
Blacklists are terrible in any circumstance,
Mhm.
because there are, and I saw that list,
Mhm.
and I know most of the names, not all of the names on there, but there are different varying degrees, because one of the people listed on that list is already serving time for doing things illegal. And another one on that list we know for a fact is a serial abuser who's gone
Right.
through and just mentally, to the nth degree, mentally abused women to, quite frankly, horrendous effects
Mhm.
that are irreparable. And other people, what did they do? Send a butthole to somebody, or did they
Mhm.
offend somebody else? There, you can't list, or you can't chunk all of these people in on a list and say they're the bad ones. This all has to be done on a case by case basis, and you have to really legitimately look at what these people have done. Is it just one spurned incident? Is it a relationship that's gone sour, that didn't end well, or is this a serial abuser who has a pattern of just constant horrific mental abuse?
Mm.
Is
Pops
it a
says,
child pornographer? Is it somebody who found themselves attracted to the wrong person at the wrong time? You don't. The list is, quite frankly, the list is wrong.
I saw something about a female writer accused of being a groomer as well. Um, I mean, I haven't seen that list, Pops. If you see that again, screenshot. If you see that list, Pops, screenshot it and send it over to me.
That might not have been it, but yeah,
Because
please do.
I like to see it, because there's, when things like this happen in the industry, it's funny. We're too busy over on one side trying to cancel others, while there's real deviancy and real bad actors and people acting in bad faith that are walking around scot-free with no ramifications.
That was my point. There's people on that list that are paying, that did very serious crimes, that are paying for those crimes. There's people on those lists that have done horrendous things that aren't paying for them at all, and there's people on that list that we don't know what they did, or like I said, it was a bad relationship. So you can't group all of these people together and say those are the bad ones. Everybody else is okay.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Pop says it was an article, not a list. I don't subscribe to it. Don't misunderstand me. I hate cancel culture. It's look, if someone did something horrible, I'm all for, hey, you did, and it depends on what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but they did something horrible.
They need to be called out.
Called out for it. But going back on somebody for maybe a tweet they made 8 years ago where they thought something was funny that may have been inappropriate. I mean, here's the thing, guys. If somebody gets a hold of our chat logs, our Facebook message logs, how much trouble are we in?
Well, it's like all the all the canceling that's been happening in CW, on the CW shows lately. It's like as if there's somebody going through, burrowing in through their Twitter accounts back 10, 12, 15 years and digging up stuff that, like the guy who played Elongated Man, he posted it thinking that he was funny and cute.
Yeah.
And it's not something he would post now, but it's something that they dredged back up.
Mm-hmm.
That, horrendous, shame on you, quit, you have to go.
Eric and I just had a conversation.
James Gunn just went through that problem.
Yeah, Eric and I had a conversation about companies, and I think it's going to happen a lot more. You're going to see companies getting or starting huge, lengthy social media or public action policies in their hiring process. Like you do this, you do this, and me and Eric had a long talk about that. And Eric, we can't talk about where we had the conversation at, but we had a long talk about how these contracts are going to start to take shape. Eric, you want to say something about that?
Yeah, you're going to start to see. I mean, this will probably be a service like social media vetting, if it's not already, and it's going to get to a point where it's pretty much already there. But if you want to get a job at any mainstream company, you're going to have to be uber self-censored online. There's no more free speech on the internet, and you can't assume. It creates this atmosphere of fear because there's no set guidelines that you can follow because the goalposts keep getting changed. So we've seen it. They eat their own. Scott's coming in with a comment about J.K. Rowling being called out to be canceled. Yep. Rowling is she said some things that one group didn't like, but she's pretty much an ally for every other thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But just because she doesn't toe 100% of the line, then it's cancel culture. And unfortunately, we're with the events of 2020, we're seeing a resurgence of cancel culture.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be wanting to go away.
Well, you've had 3 months of people not being able to do anything, so they're doing something with their time. So they're digging back on the people that they hate's Twitters.
Yeah.
And Pops pops up and says 20 years ago a lot of this stuff was okay, nobody cared. Even 10 years ago. Nobody cared. You were out there trying to be funny and you made an off-color joke or a misogynistic remark or whatever that's now coming back to haunt these people to the point where they're actually losing their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Pops also said it was comedy. It was comedy. Can you imagine Richard Pryor today?
Yeah.
He would quit comedy. Yeah, he probably would. Jason says you got to be careful with what you say on the net. That's why I make sure my footprint stays low key and professional when it comes to things online. And Jason, that's I'm gonna say you learned that from me, Jason. No, yeah. I mean, you have to be very careful. I post stuff. I've been drug out though by people. Why don't you post more? Not political, but more things that are topical. And it's like, no, that's not my bag because I can talk politics to my family and they have to love me. Whereas I go on Facebook and I say, hey, this person's an asshole, and everyone gets mad at me. And then all of a sudden I've got 3 people in my inbox. My friend count drops by 10. Then one of them blocks me and he's on there making little sideways comments at me that I can't see, but they're mad at me. Then I walk up to you at a convention, you roll your eyes at me. I don't need that type of stuff. So
seriously though, we all know why you do it.
Why's that?
You're not a dish. You're a man.
I try to be a man. I try to be. Denny says he's absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, and we had a situation where we had again just watching the cancel culture take place. I mean, I've watched some people in this industry go away. And they were here 1 year and
chased
they
off.
did something and
seen a lot of people chased off.
Chased. Yeah. Exactly. Mentor. See that, Russ? Checks in the mail, Jason. But yeah, that is very important. Now, I got a question from Indie Vote Radio. Topical. You guys might not want to touch this one, but allow me. I love the ghost comments. Try to guess what they are saying. So I would
we have a hot topic question.
Yeah.
Hot topics open back up,
I like one of the questions that came in from Indie Vote Radio, and this is from Thomas. He's got a name. Okay, so yeah.
Is it Thomas or Tomas?
No, it's Thomas. It's
not Thomas the Tiger.
No, Thomas Williams. But Thomas Williams says with everything that's going on in the industry, he feels that Black people don't get fair shake at Comic-Cons. And he's wondering if any all Black cons are going to be starting in the area. I don't know where the area is, Thomas, but there are shows like that. There are shows that celebrate Blacks in comics, Black creators in comics. But I want to tell you something else you said there. You said that that Blacks get overlooked in comics at Comic-Cons. I've never experienced that. That's not to say it does not happen. I'm sure that has been someone's experience, but I've never experienced it in terms of feeling I was looked over. Now I will say this. I also know this, Thomas. If you are sitting at your table, arms folded, looking grumpy, like Randy does all the time at his table, people are a lot less likely to come over. And I'll tell you this, I find it with men, period, especially when you're selling comics and not prints, there's a lot of people that don't want to come over. But I can leave any nationality of, I hate to say this, but booth girl at the table and come back and someone's bought a comic. And I've got booth girls of every color. I've got black booth girls, white booth girls, Asian, every nationality you can imagine. And yeah, and then some. Some that I don't even know what the hell they are. They don't even know.
You've got binders full of booth
Yeah,
girls.
yeah. I even got a booth. I won't even say that. No, I almost said
Pop
it.
says truth. You do have binders full of girls.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All my girls binded.
No, your girls are bound.
Yeah. I leave the show.
Scott
I
Zambelli
leave
wants
the
us all to know that he has his own booth babe.
only when he
So
shades
everybody
his
knows.
beard. Only when he shades his beard, then he's out. Pop says boob girls. Yeah, no, yeah, boob girls. I never had that experience. I've never had, but I'll tell you what I did have that happen to me, and I was a little. I didn't know what to make of it. I had a gentleman come to my table, and he reaches over, he says, "Hey man, this is for you," and he gives me $5. After looking at my books, and I'm like, "Oh man, thanks. Which book can I get you?" He says, "No, that's for you. That's for you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you making comics. Thank you." And I'm like, but don't you want a book? And then, no, man, that's for, it's good to see another black guy here. And I was like, sweet, $5. On one hand, I'm like, $5, sweet, I'll take it. But on the other hand, I really want him to take a book because I really wanted the chance for him to not just give me money because of the color of my skin, because it matched his, but I wanted him to actually find merit or value in the work that I had put out.
Mm-hmm.
And so while I appreciated the $5 bill, and trust me, I took it and put it in my wallet and sat on it. I just wish he would have took the book. Yeah, I did. I went and I gave a book to a person who didn't have money, just so I can kind of pay it forward in a way. Here's a book. You can have this one. But it kind of bothered me for a little while until I'm broke. Then I'm like, somebody gives me a $5. Come on, man, I'm black. Come on, man, give me some money. I don't know. I mean, I felt kind of bad about it. But to Thomas, yeah, there are cons that do. They have cons that are aimed at black creators. Thomas, if you're looking for a show like that, do not be surprised if you walk in that show and you see white creators there, because I've gone to some of those shows as a patron and there are white creators there. So it's not like this all black show, and I don't think it should be, because imagine if the show was done the other way, where it was an all white con, like, never mind, I won't say that either. I mean, that's almost happened before. It's almost happened. It was me and Willie Peppers. That was it. And we were looking at each other, giving each other the nod like this. It was two of us at the show. And Eric, we count Eric as one of us too. He lost his white card a long time ago. Listen, if you're white and you drive a car that's over 4 years old, you're probably gonna get your black card pretty soon. Is your car over 4 years old, Eric?
I just turned over 200,000 miles.
Oh yeah, you're black for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna put another 100,000 on it at least.
Yeah, let's see, white man keep a new car. White man keep a new car. How about you, Randy?
I think it's about 4 years old. I'm not sure.
I'm
I'm pressing 120,000 on it though.
Yeah. Scott just got a new car,
I
so
have a
that's
cracked
why.
windshield. Does that count?
Yeah, you got a cracked windshield. You're not fixing it.
No.
You haven't called Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
I have that bumper injury that's like 2.5 years old now.
Yeah.
Why bother fix it? Because we have no fault in our state. It's just going to cost me too much money.
As creators, we want people to read our books. It's
Yeah.
Scott Zambelli.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Scott, let's play Scott's video because he did an interview today with Mr. Randy Zimmerman.
People,
And
people
the
would
people
go
would go
nuts.
and I'm going to play the interview right now so that you guys can see it.
It's not very long. It's very painless, and it's got a lot of important information about Scott's upcoming campaign that starts tomorrow on Kickstarter.
Let's hop into it right now. I'm going to share it and I'll make it full size.
Hopping into it.
Hopping into it.
Are we
Here.
gonna are we gonna stream snipe it?
We're stream sniping ourselves. Yeah,
So
this
we
is
can
awesome.
go in and critique it as we go along.
No, I won't critique it. I'll let it go straight through.
It's okay. Scott does most of the talking. So
Here we go. So this was you guys can still comment. We can still see the comments, but this was filmed early, and Scott is in the comments. So if you have a question, feel free to throw those questions
It's
in
like
there.
interview inception here.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey everybody, we are live.
What the hell?
Video is unavailable.
Oh my gosh, you violated your own content standards.
Yeah.
Standards and practices came in and slapped us.
Let's see.
Hey everybody, we are live. Gonna full screen it. Nope.
What the hell? Let's see here. 1 second.
That was a great quick interview.
Yeah, yes. What was that?
Powerful stuff. You should get the
Fantastic.
Pulitzer for that.
I'm so good.
Yeah, that was hold on. That was weird. Let's see if we can. All right. That was not cute. See. Okay, let's try this. And hopefully this will work. That was weird. It was like,
That was
no,
very weird.
I'm not gonna do anything for you. See,
Is it
sure.
on YouTube?
It should be on YouTube, but it wasn't there. So let's see if this works.
Not on my list.
Can you guys see my screen? All right.
Yep.
Let's see if the sound works. I don't know if you can hear this.
Nope.
Can't hear it?
Nope.
Turn
I
your
can
sound
hear it.
on.
No, my sound is fine. I can. I can't share sound from that screen. All right, we'll try this one more time.
Let me try it from my end.
Okay. I'm gonna send out the video link to you too. Eric, I'll send you the video link. See if you see it.
I don't see it here on your listing,
Yeah,
on your page.
me either.
I'll send out the video link to everyone. And you pull
Scott said he can come on if you need him.
Yeah, he may have to because it's a
Yep. This video is marked as private.
yeah, but it's that's why you guys can't see it. But I'm me. I'm logged into my account. I should be. Yeah, I should be able to see it. What kind of nonsense is this?
Yep. Video is private.
Hold on.
What have you done?
Give me 1 second. Oh, listen. I'm the Google whisperer. I have to figure this out. I won't be able to sleep. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Close that one out. All right. Let's see if this works. And if this doesn't work, we'll bring Scott in. And
Hey everybody, we are live
Can you
here
hear?
with Mr. Zambelli. Hey Scott, how you doing?
Doing well, Randy. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, hey, thanks for coming on. Even though this is a pre-recorded segment, we really wanted to get the I'm gonna full screen it out, the news
Okay.
out about your new campaign. So,
Yeah, our new
before
Kickstarter
we-
is launching tomorrow.
right. But before we do that, introduce yourself and what you've done, how people would know you.
So my name is Scott Zambelli. I've been a professional artist for quite some time. Originally started way back in the 1996 or so as an animator for a local company doing advertisements, and I even created one of the mascots for the Detroit Pistons way back when, and who's since been replaced by what's his name, Hooper or whatever his name is, Hopper. I don't even know the name anymore, but did that for many years, and for the last 10 years or so, I've been working the Comic-Con circuit, doing licensed artwork for a number of companies such as Lucasfilm. I've done Star Wars for Transformers, Red Sonja, Vampirella, and many, many more. So just been doing a lot of stuff like that, a lot of fan art type stuff at Comic-Cons that are popular with fans. But over the last few years, I've been moving over, transitioning to my own create our own projects. And a few years back, I started doing some Christian-based comics. Emmanuel, God With Us is one of them, Beloved Witness, a couple others. And now I'm forging ahead with a brand new dark comic series, Crimson Shadows.
I'm going to pull this up now. You're starting Bardstone Publishing. And
Yes, Bardstone Publishing.
your first book is Crimson Shadows.
Yeah, so we kind of unofficially had a first book, Poe Macabre Master, that we just did a Kickstarter for. That's Kevin Meinert's series. We launched this. Brett Pinson, Kevin Meinert, is part of Bardstone as well. And since he was about to launch his book, he did it under the Bardstone name. But this is our first full book where all of us are involved. I wanted something where, well, and you know, as yourself, you've been in the industry a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when you go the path of being an artist, you end up doing everything yourself. You do the writing, the drawing, everything. But then it takes forever to get a single issue out.
Yep.
And I wanted Bardstone to be something more than just me working by myself. I really wanted a good, solid team around me. And that's where Crimson Shadows comes in. This is a story. I actually wrote it many years earlier, but never did anything with it. And more recently, as you see in the background there, my banners, I'm also a realtor, and things have been going well. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to reinvest some of this money of mine and put it into a company name to get that collaboration together I've been wanting for so long. So so I decided to do this, really go official. We've got a great team of artists. Found J. Travis Smith as my penciler. Actually, I'll scroll through this real quick.
Please do.
This is our Kickstarter page here. This is what you'll see when it goes live tomorrow. And
Tomorrow
actually,
being Wednesday,
Wednesday.
the 17th. Yeah.
Yep, Wednesday the 17th, 3 p.m. It's going to launch. And on our Bardstone Facebook page, we are going to do a live launch party for an hour. Kicking it off, we're going to have a great early bird special that you can get for $40. You get your choice of any four of the $10 or $12 rewards plus a free sketch from me. That would normally be about a $60 value in total. Here you see the cover of issue 1. This is the regular edition cover drawn by myself. And basically what Crimson Shadows is, it's I don't want to give too much away, but it takes place in late 1880s London, and you got characters like Jack the Ripper, Dracula, you got various vampires, angels and demons are all converging on the streets of London's here. And this poor soul here trapped in the mirror, that's Julius, our main character. And you get to witness him go through some torment quite a bit in this series.
Okay.
So that's what that is. Here's some sample pages of the interiors. So this is where I really wanted to put quality into this. So I did the writing, the layouts, and the colors. I hired J. Travis Smith to handle my pencils. Kevin Meinert handled the inks. I did the colors, as I said earlier. And then Brett Pinson handled the lettering and the final prep for print.
Okay.
So he handled that. And here you see kind of the step-by-step process. Step 1's the script. Here's when I did the layouts really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Pencils. Loved what J. Travis Smith did with his pencils. Then Kevin did the inks, my colors, and then Brett's final step with the letters and processing there. So
cool.
It's really cool what you see. But one of the other things I wanted to do was I wanted to showcase. So we have all of our talents coming together to make these pages that you see here. And but I wanted to cover from each of us individually, so you can see each of our artwork as a standalone too, because I think it's interesting seeing how our various styles have come together to make this final project.
Okay.
So we got J. Travis Smith did this beautiful comic. This here is kind of a sneak peek of future issues. This is Dracula in his full ultimate form, so to speak, in that black and white there. Then you got this cover here for by Kevin Meinert.
I'm gonna
This
blow
is
that up
artwork
farther.
there. Yeah.
That,
So that's that
doesn't
one.
do much, but hopefully we can see it.
And then
There's a lot of
you
detail
got my
there
artwork there.
that we're a little ways away from that you can't see, especially on that black and white cover.
Right. Yeah. And once it goes live, you'll definitely be able to see them bigger on your own
Sure.
computer screen.
Yep.
Yeah. And these special edition covers here, these two plus Brett Pinson is doing a cover as well. His has not been revealed yet. It's in progress.
Okay.
But Brett's, Kevin's, and J. Travis Smith's covers, they're all going to be a limited run of 100 prints.
Okay.
Then we have this Ultimate Edition, also featuring J. Travis Smith's artwork, but it's going to have the red foil on the cover.
So you're going to make
the
those
red pop.
versions. You're going to make those versions first come, first serve. First 100 that order,
Yes.
get them. Yeah, but they'll definitely
That's right.
be
Yep.
limited to 100.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
And then this ultra limited edition is only 30 prints. So those are going to be serialized also. So every cover is going to have printed right on the cover of the issue, if it's 1 of 30, 2 of 30, so on and so forth. And then last but not least is the good old sketch cover, nice and blank, and you hire either myself or any of the other artists to draw original art for you on there.
Now, is that going to be an
So
option
that
in the campaign?
Yes. Yeah. So the book itself is $10 for the blank sketch cover. I have a reward for myself, but if you want any of the other artists to do it, I will send you the contact info so you can just pay them direct for their work. Since this is my campaign, I don't want to be making money off of their drawing.
work.
So
Yep.
that
Sure.
you'll be able to hire them direct yourself.
Okay.
Then we'll have some metal print versions available.
Mhm.
Got this awesome T-shirt here. We're working on the final design now. I think this is going to be it, but
Looks
everything
like
comes down to
two-color shirt, red and white on black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Looks nice.
exactly. So
Okay.
there's a lot of detail there. So we're playing with the final file so that they can get it printed right.
Mhm.
With my sketch covers that I offer, here are some samples of other sketch covers I've drawn. These are ones I did at conventions, just some quick marker and ink drawing. So just gives you an idea of the level of detail I do for my quick sketch covers.
Okay.
And then, of course, the famous stretch goals that come with a Kickstarter. So our minimum goal is 2,800. That's going to fund the first print run along with all of the rewards and everything that goes with it.
Okay.
And Kickstarter fees and all that fun stuff.
Sure.
If we hit 3,500, this is a 24-page full-color issue. If we hit 3,500, I'm adding a 2-page post-credit scene into the book.
Mhm.
The post-credit scene introduces Sherlock Holmes and Watson, who officially makes their debut in issue number 2, which I'm writing right now.
Okay.
So this will be kind of going with that Marvel-esque feel of teasing the next issue.
Mhm.
So 4,200, everybody will get everybody who did a $20 or more donation, I'm going to do a set of 4 mini posters on a Pearl cardstock.
Okay.
So that'll be nice. And then
Cool.
the $5,000 one, all limited edition covers get upgraded to a premium glossy cardstock.
Okay. Awesome.
So that kind of was quick,
Mhm.
but wanted to share that with you. As far as risks and rewards they ask you to cover in these things, right as we speak right this moment, all 24 pages, the pencils are done. All 24 pages, inks are done. Colors, I have 18 or 19 are done, and I'm working on the remaining ones right now. I'm doing the flats, and those should be wrapped up in another week. And then lettering and layouts are 12 or 13 pages are currently done. So I'm really close to being finished.
Okay.
In another week or two, they should be all done and
And-
ready for the printer.
And how long is your campaign going to run?
We are going until July 15th. And the reason I chose that is because we are doing Tampa Bay Comic-Con July 10th through 12th.
Okay.
So that's going to be our final push where we're going to be able to pitch this to people in person right at the show.
Sweet.
So-
So this is only going to be a
Yeah.
30-day campaign, so you're going to want people to jump in on this as fast as possible.
That's right, which is part of the reason why I've got a nice early bird special going to help entice people to bid in those first 48 hours. You'll have until 8 p.m. Friday to take advantage of that.
Okay.
So we're really excited about this. All of us involved, it's been really fun, a lot of passion, and we're hoping it really shows through in the quality of work as well as the fun of it.
Great.
So far, everybody who's previewed what we have has been very happy.
Scroll up for us.
This way?
Going, nope, the other way.
The other up.
Oh, the other up. The directly up.
Here's some close-ups of the sample pages. So there
Look
you
at
can
that.
see some good detail.
Yep. Look at that artwork.
So here we got Dracula coming in here to talk to Julius, and
Mhm.
Julius is an unwilling servant and having to enjoy his time with Dracula. A little flashback scene where we see Julius's past life
Okay.
before his encounter with Dracula. And then there's another close-up of one of them. So I would say as far as the book goes, it's like a PG-13 rating.
Mhm.
We don't have swearing in it. There is some suggested nudity in some spots, but we make sure to there's no detail. We do the shading to make sure nothing gets too shown there.
Discreet shadowing.
Visual. Discrete shadowing, that's it. We do some discrete shadowing.
Yep.
You know, but it is, at the end of the day, it's Jack the Ripper and those kind of things. So it is still a mature topic.
A classic
And what I do is I
Victorian
take-
era horror story.
Yes, and what
Okay.
I'm doing is I'm working in actual facts from the Jack the Ripper case into this,
Sure.
which is a lot of fun. And this is where Sherlock Holmes comes in also, because in the real story, in the history, they contacted Scotland Yard for help after the Dear Boss and Saucy Jack postcard. They requested help from Scotland Yard, so that's my in for bringing Sherlock Holmes in. And as this world grows, I've got characters like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde who are going to get into the story, but also historical figures like Tesla, who was alive at the time. So I've got plans to bring in all kinds of fictitious and historical characters into this world to make it a fun journey.
Great. And that is Crimson Shadows. It's on Kickstarter starting tomorrow, the 17th.
Yep.
At 3 p.m. You said. Make sure you catch that.
Yep, 3
early
p.m.
bird
Eastern.
Special. Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crimson Shadows looks great. And Scott, we really appreciate you coming on Indie Volt to tell us about the project.
I really appreciate the time and getting the word out. And I love watching you guys. Usually at night when I'm trying to finish up some stuff, I like tuning into Indie Volt and always love hearing the two of you. Like seeing you guys in person. Unfortunately, with our situation, I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Yeah.
So looking forward to getting back to a Flint Comics Con and all those fun things.
Yep. Hopefully sometime very, very soon. We'll get back in.
Yes.
So, all right, Scott, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. You're always welcome on here, buddy. All
Thank
right.
you.
Anytime. We're going to end it now.
All
There
right.
we had it. Crimson Shadows.
Crimson Shadows.
Now, guys, Lola's gonna laugh about this. I can't say a word. I can't say horror. Did I say it right?
Horror.
Horror. I can't say it.
Horror.
Just comes out as horror.
Yeah. Like you got any horror books? And people are like, what?
Horror.
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 Horror. This is
There you go.
that's what this episode is gonna be known as.
You
The
did it.
horror show. The horror episode.
The horror show. Yes.
Horror. Okay. I can't
That Kickstarter kicks up tomorrow. So.
because Lola
Right
has
at
told
3
me.
p.m.
Lola told me there's a difference between Jim and wheel and wheel.
And pin and pen.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. There's no difference in my mind. But I will get to that later. Crimson Shadows pre-launch Kickstarter page, but launching tomorrow. We got 24. Actually, it moved up. We got 26,410 people listening right now live on Indie Boat Radio. you guys got to get over there, check out that campaign, Crimson Shadows on Kickstarter. He is on Kickstarter. We won't hold it against him, but he's on Kickstarter. Let's see. Scott says, you bring that up. When Kevin Miner and I went to Paris Comic Con, the French thought Kevin was saying horror cons.
Horror
See?
cons.
Yeah, like
Only in Vegas.
yeah.
Where the women at?
Yeah. I'd go to a horror con. Excuse
Thought
me.
this was a horror con.
Yeah. I'd wake up early for that down the line. Where Varian go? He's
Where the slinky women at?
yeah. Yeah, I can't say. So apparently there's a difference between Jim and Jim, Jim and JYM, Penn and Penn.
As long as you know the difference between Penn and Teller, you're all right.
Yeah, see, and Wheel and Wheel. So okay, Will is the name. Will is the
Kinda,
steering wheel.
that-
See,
that
I have to
kinda-
use.
that kind of gives Source Point Press's company a whole different dimension, doesn't it? If they're a horror book company.
A horror book. I mean, that would be a horror book. Everyone does horror books now. Kevin Miner says they were very interested in horror cons in France.
Street Corner Comics lives. Yes.
Looks like a good, solid book, though, guys.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your launch tomorrow. Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully it will be a
look
good
great.
success. We'll get it to the moon quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing that book here on Indievo. We'll check in with it every week to make sure that it has grown. If it hasn't, we're gonna entice Scott to throw in some more.
Hey, either one of you guys can come on Fridays and draw on Art of War and keep pushing it out there.
Yeah,
Since
last
it's-
week.
And since it's right before the weekend, Scott might actually be able to do that because he kind of tires out about 9 p.m.
And
He's getting old like the rest of us.
and Eric pointed out something on the show.
Kevin's in the
seems-
chat also, that's cool.
It
Kevin.
seems that the guest artists are always favorite to win. Have you noticed that? Like,
Yep. Guest artist wins every time.
Yeah.
They call it a stacked deck. No, not
Dave
really.
Brown had been on a couple times before he won. He'd been on a couple times, but
I take a guess.
Yeah.
And that person wins.
well, it's funny thing was she's lost twice now.
Once.
Yeah, she picked somebody and they didn't win, and she was like, "What?" So
Well, I mean, and last week we had Matthew Weldon on, and he is one talented individual. I mean, I even voted for him. So
it's like I'm not winning this. Yeah, Matt Weldon's piece is very nice, and
Zambelli wants to know if we do 5 a.m. broadcasts.
yeah, we can
It can be done.
yeah.
Just let us know.
Yeah. Me and Randy waking up like this.
We'll start a 5 a.m. Yeah, that would give a whole new meaning to Breakfast Buzz.
Yeah.
I think it's more realistic for you to just stay up and it be a late show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the early, it's the late early show. Yeah.
Michael Oden in the house, Mr. Elysian Fields himself, says, love the new flower crown for the Indie Princess. Yeah, she's got a flower crown on today.
It's for Pride Month.
It's ridiculous. Look at that crown. Where's the
come on.
jewels? No, the jewels that she has. She has all these jewels and crowns that we bought, and now she's wearing flowers. From where do the flowers come from?
The dollar store.
So that's what's ridiculous. We spend money on a crown, and she wears dollar store flowers on her head.
I'm sure the crown will return soon.
It
In the
will.
meantime, it's colorful flowers.
Matt Weldon kills it, says Pop Van Zandt. But yeah, Matt came through and
Who knew it was even alive?
he came through and he got away with the Michael's $25 gift card. Got away with that. He'll be buying paper and pencils or more flowers like that. What Lola's wearing
Flowers alone.
at Michael's. Indie Radio question for you guys. And it's a really bizarre question. But
Awesome.
So-
That's our favorite kind.
yeah, it's kind of
Bizarre questions.
it's bizarre question.
Sup, ass men.
Well,
Ass
no.
boys. Sup, ass boys.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and read it as best I can.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
No, this doesn't have to do with any secretions, does it?
no, cover your ears though if you don't like salty language.
Remember, this program is rated
I'll edit it.
TVMA, DLSV.
I will use myself. I will edit and take some things out.
Wait! Before you do that, Scott's got to run.
All right.
Have a great night. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Bardstone Publishing. All one word. That's BARDSTONE Publishing.
And I'll put all this information in the description below in the video.
And you'll wanna like his page anyway, just to keep track of all of the different projects that I'm sure Scott has coming down the pike shortly.
That's right. That's correct.
So.
Yeah, and I'll put the information there in the chat. So okay.
We'll wait until Scott's gone before we get to the juicy question.
Yeah, here we go, Scott.
Gone, Scott.
All right. So this one
Better run.
This one is from Phil, and Phil says, and neither one of you guys are gonna like this, but F you indie comics guys.
F you indie comics guys.
Yeah, the prices of your books are way too high. I can't afford the stuff. So what I do is I buy your pathetic books. He scans them and he puts them up for torrent in huge zip packs.
Well, you see, he got that scanner before you did. Damn. It's got the special curve flattening
Someone
technology.
sniped your business plan.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go. There goes a pirate site you were always wanting. AhoyComics.com.
I have to change it to ARG now. ARG Comics.
ARG.
Listen. That was my plan, guys. Listen, it was gonna be great.
I gotta Google search Ahoy Comics just in case somebody's taking that.
It was
I might have to jump on that.
It was gonna be $5 a month. Gets you a treasure trove of digitally scanned, ill-gotten comics.
There is an
And
Ahoy
now-
Comics.
There is.
Yep.
Yeah. See, so we just been giving poor Ahoy a bad name.
This is new too. Somebody stole it.
And if you do sue.
Oh, they were founded in 2018. So
Sue Zimmerman.
Ahoy Comics is an American comic book publisher. It was founded in 2018 by publisher Hart Seeley, editors Tom Peer and Stuart Moore. Stuart Moore, hey, I think he worked for Marvel at one point, didn't he?
Is there an ARG Comics?
Syracuse, New York. I will check now.
There should have been, but there should have been.
Do that ARRR. R Comics. R.
But there should. I was gonna look $5 a month. Got you a bunch of ill-gotten comics, digitally scanned and sent to you. It was gonna be awesome. I was gonna totally rip Webtoon. What's he gonna do? What's Eric gonna do? Free? It's free. So in a nice.
It's already free. You're just stealing free.
Yeah. It's a victimless crime. Victimless crime. But
yeah, it's funny. One my guest this past Monday on Broke Money Hustle, he steals people's garbage and sells it on Facebook Marketplace as a side hustle.
that's a pretty.
There is an R Comics.
Is it R Comics too?
Yeah, it belongs to BZ Power. Comics Wiki. It says R Comics is a loosely pirate-based comic series by Spitty, chronicling the character Spitty's time spent on a desert island and the events that ensued from his interactions with the locals.
Interactions.
Yeah, interactions.
Oh,
Interactions.
okay.
It was probably still iterations. So
Hey,
anyway, Spitty must be playing pretty hard with the natives.
Lame.
R Comics. You can always add an additional R and get away with it.
Yeah,
Three R's.
we could try that. I do want to ask you guys.
That's funny that Ahoy Comics is taken though.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that.
And by Stuart Moore.
Well, how do we feel about Phil though? I mean, what he's doing is not cool.
Well, yeah.
Well-
No, what he's doing is not cool.
Phil, don't do that. You're taking money out of. I mean, because you're mad because some of the books are. Phil, what you got to understand is that the reason why you see that price jump Okay. There is something to be said for the comics being.
Most of these indie books are print on demand, dude, and that means your per unit price is higher, which means the cover price has to be higher.
Yeah.
So when you're especially the crowdfunding campaigns, when you see these books are $25 and you go, I ain't paying no $25 for a 48-page book. That's because they're probably paying $9 just to get the damn thing printed from a print on demand publisher.
I guarantee you.
Especially square bound in color.
I guarantee what Phil's doing is Phil is buying the PDF, uploading them to a big zip file, and putting them out there.
It's only he's lazy and he doesn't have your scanner.
No.
The scanner you have coming with the page flattening technology.
That's right. That's right. Now my scanner is gonna be awesome. You guys are just jealous.
You can scan a comic in 10 minutes. I see it every day on Facebook. Every time I open my page, scan a comic in 10 minutes.
And
page flattening technology.
And the thing is, he just sees me like this at the table, smiling. This.
No.
In other news, libraries are going to stop carrying comics because somebody keeps coming in and scanning them and uploading them to torrents.
Actually, we, in all honesty, we have the wonderful Chuck Wendig to thank for that.
Yeah, Chuck Wendig actually stopped that one company from that one.
It's that one company that scans books and comics for the infirmed and the people who can't get out of their house and put them up online. He complained because he wasn't getting a royalty share. So they said, okay, Chuck, we'll cut him out.
Good job, Chuck.
We'll stop.
Sounds like a real humanitarian there.
Real humanitarian. Yo ho ho and a comic PDF.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Should we put that in a pirate voice? Yo ho ho and a pirate PDF.
I could call it Booty Comics.
Booty Comics. That's probably taken. I can almost guarantee you that's taken. I will check right now. BOOTY Comics. If not, somebody's filing for it right now. Bootycomics.com. Booty Comic on Etsy. Check out our Booty Comic selection for the very best. Oh no, I think that's just a
Etsy store.
No, in fact, well, no, there's a Booty Comics in Reddit. But it did refer me over to Big Butt Comics.
No.
On Tenor.
Yeah, see.
Tenor, maker of GIF keyboard.
Treasure Trove Comics. Look, I'm trying to figure out a way to make some illegal money here. That's all.
And then for some reason, Google refers us over to sci-fi.com, who's talking about Nightwing's butt.
Michael says
a thick history of Nick Grayson's butt on Sci-Fi Wire. Always cutting edge. That's Sci-Fi.
2 C's.
My gosh.
2 C's.
I'm not kidding you.
2 C's. THICC.
Yes.
Oh God.
THICC. It's a thick. Nightwing's butt. A thick history of Dick Grayson's butt. - Sci-Fi Wire.
Sci-Fi Wire, a dumpster fire run by idiots.
Oh, always cutting edge sci-fi. On September 20th, 2019.
Michael Odin says PDF loot. There we go. That's what we call it. PDF loot. I'm. If I don't like your book, is going on there. I got it. Never mind. There's so much I want to say, but I'm not saying it.
I gotta check that Booty Comics on Reddit. I think you can get away. I think it was just a comic strip, but I claim it. We'll do Booty Comics with the sup ass boys.
That'll be great.
Booty Comics featuring sup ass boys.
Eric.
Yes.
You and I.
Yes.
Have both have physical disabilities.
Should we switch this brand?
Where is? Yeah, you can.
This banner.
Yeah, you can take the banner out. Yeah.
So you're saying we're cripples?
Yeah, we haven't been affected by being able to go out and get comics, go out and get different things. But when they, since they're taking these books out of the library now, or making it that, not out the library, but making it so that you can't access them for free. Because as I understood it,
unless you know Phil.
Unless you know Phil. You could the books had a certain time limit. You had to take them off of your system. Like you had to basically, you still had to return them, and they weren't free downloads.
Hmm.
You could check the book out, you could read it, and then when you were finished with it, you had a certain number of days. In fact, I remember someone saying that it would actually take itself out at one point when you were
If
over
you
a
have
certain
the
amount of days.
if you get them through Amazon, they can just yank them out of your system.
Yeah, was did Chuck overstep his boundaries? I mean, what do you
Seems
think?
that way.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck. If we're gonna Chuck always oversteps his boundaries.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were getting ready to drop a fat beat,
Chuck.
Randy. He said, "Chuck, Chuck, Chuck."
Say what? Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you were getting ready to drop a fat beat. Yeah, I think he kind of overstepped his boundary. Myself, I think he kind of screwed everybody over. For what? A royalty payment? I mean,
Oh
now
no,
they're-
no. For a wish for a royalty payment. There's
Oh, yeah.
difference.
for what? $5, Chuck?
50
Really?
cents. 50 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no increase in his pockets as a result of his behavior.
They said, "Well, screw you.
I
We'll
can
just stop.
guarantee you that.
We're just gonna stop doing it so nobody complains that we're not paying royalties."
That's what I need to get.
How dare you?
I need to get in the. I need to become a big star in comics so I can do things, horrible things.
So we can stick our nose in the air and say, "We didn't make those comics for you."
Yes, I want to do.
I say that now.
I want to.
Here's the thing: as a professional disabled person, if you put walls in front of me that I can't climb because I'm in a wheelchair, I'm just not going to put up with it. I'm not going to give you any money.
Mhm.
So it's not worth it for me to take the extra effort, and that's just the way it's going to be.
That's in all seriousness, that's because
You're not a dish. You're a man.
That's like, I think that I don't think some of these guys understand. You just pissed off a large contingent of disabled fans who were using that service and the people who care for them.
Chuck Wendig does not care.
I mean, it took 10 years to get an adaptable video game controller out of one of the companies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, disabled people be like, screw Marvel.
Yeah, and we don't care about. They just won't put the books out. Well, however, I will say this: they're probably better off for not being able to read the current stuff. They're probably much better off. Michael says,
if it saves but one person from rereading US 1 #1, they have done their job.
Michael says, Scosson calls customer plebe, a modern guide to customer service in the comic mainstream.
I believe that's
Mainline. Pleb. It's a pleb. Pleb. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know we were getting salty over royalty checks now. Is that what we're doing? Is that how it is now? We're gonna get salty over royalty checks.
If you ain't been paid for nothing the last 3 months, you kind of start looking. Don't you owe me a royalty check?
I know I left that burrito around here somewhere.
Remember, Diamond's paying people back in 25 or whatever equal payments, so it's been trickling in.
That is true. That is true. Diamond, gotta love him. From Indievo Radio, got another question from you guys. This is for
Sup ass boys.
Yeah, not this one. We need to get that as a soundboard.
That's going to be our next podcast title.
to
Comic Talk with the Sup ass boys.
That's your morning show on some inane radio station.
Yeah, sup ass boys.
Boys.
One
Boys.
of the questions is what do you guys think about the explosion of indie comics and the quality? He says that it seems like the more indie comics that we get, the less quality we have. And that is from Brian. Brian's out of Utah. So
Brian,
right there, Brian.
Brian, everything's in percentages, and you're going to find that out of all of the books that you read that you really, really love, there's a very small percentage of gold. And if you're a discerning comic reader like most of us are, the other 80% is shit. So you're grasp that 20% with both hands and You do what you need to with the other 80%. But the more comics that are out there, if you're seeing a disproportionate to that level, I would say maybe a little more, depending upon what you can take and what your tolerance level is, and how much crap that you actually enjoy. I'm a very discerning reader. There's very very few of that stuff that I'll get done reading and go, that was awesome. But most of the time it falls into that poop pile.
Quite honestly, though,
Just keep looking.
my experience,
They're out there. Good stuff's out there.
my experience is that indie comics in some sectors have gotten so much better. It's given an opportunity for a lot of people to, the more you have of something,
Mm-hmm.
the more you're going to get good, the more likely you're going to get some good stuff to pop up.
Not just that, but the more the creative people are out there doing alternative and independent comics, and they can print and take a look at their stuff, the better they're going to improve too. So
Yeah, no,
That
I think so.
percentage will get better.
You just figure out, maybe you're looking in the wrong spot. Maybe it's like trying to find the right girl or guy at a bar.
Yep.
Obviously, that's not the place to find a soulmate.
maybe you're reading too many horror comics.
Hey man, I gotta read. I came here looking for.
Get off that street corner and pick up some quality. Anyway,
I came here for some horror comics, and they gave me all this smut. I don't understand.
it's not for you. Customer service the Marvel way. Michael Odin.
Could you make someone needs to make someone? We need to make that a strip.
It's not
Have
for
me
you.
go. Randy, you could draw a nice little 3-panel strip. Me walk into a comic store with the raccoon hat on. Hey, I'm looking for the horror comics. The guy says, "Take me to the beaded section." The one with the beads in front of
It's on
it.
the other side of the beaded curtain, buddy.
Yeah, what?
There's fewer and fewer horror comics out there all the time, but there's crappy horror comics out there.
I do not think that comics. I mean, I will admit there are a lot of people getting in the business right now who don't have a clue what they're doing.
That's an eternal though. That's always happened. You've seen that. I've seen people get into this business since the black and white boom that didn't know what the heck they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first got into the business, didn't know what the heck I was doing.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing in 2005, but dang it, I loved comics and I wanted to tell my stories.
We all stumble around into it, from the start. It's not a whole lot of people that go out there and do that kind of research to know what they're doing before they kick out their first book. I think Dave Sims said we've all got 2,000 absolutely crappy pages in us, and by the time we hit the 2001st, maybe we know what we're doing.
And yeah, I mean, I personally still don't know what I'm doing, but I just look good doing it.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Lola Bird.
Yeah. We have and I guess we should bring this up too, as far as like comics are concerned. For me, when I get a comic in my hand, I was told before, you have to look at indie comics differently than mainstream. You can't judge them by the same standards you would a mainstream comic, and I don't think that's the case anymore.
No.
I think that they sound like, in fact, I'm going to say a lot of times now, these indie comics are better. Now, I thought about something the other day, and I was talking to Lola. I think it was Lola. It may have been some other woman I was talking to. But she said, I was talking about books like Jawbreakers, Cyberfraud, a couple other ones. Red Rooster. There's a couple of different books that have, anything Doug Naples, Earthworm Jim, or Bigfoot Bill, those books. I think that these guys are actually creating, and they don't know it yet, but I think they're creating a different subgenre of comics. They're almost creating blockbuster or event comics.
That was today. We talked about that.
Was that today? Okay.
We were sitting outside.
Was that today? Wow, everything runs together. Where you know how there's normally a movie that is advertising. Like Eric was super excited for Black Widow. He has a Black Widow T-shirt. He was actually going to go in Black Widow cosplay. He had the suit, the cufflinks, and everything. He was ready to go. The wig looked great, and then they pushed the movie back. But no, like people go, they wait for this movie. They actually buy a reservation.
He's going to have to drop his pandemic weight in order to fit into the black spandex suit.
Yeah, he can do it. He drops weight. He's like a keto machine.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they're making these event comics. People are willing to drop $250 on basically a subscription box to a campaign.
Well, if you're spending $25, I think that's an event.
Yeah, so it's like I think that sooner or later they're gonna try to figure out a new name for these books, which is like these big event comics that are coming.
Well, I can remember a video Zach did where he called them artisanal comics.
Mm.
Just like
Spring?
just like artisanal bread. You'd go to a baker, you get this nice fancy loaf that's got like pumpernickel seeds, or it's just, and you're paying $8, $9, $12 for a loaf of bread. That's super fancy. You're gonna have it for Thanksgiving feast. That's not the same and shouldn't be compared to the loaf of Wonder Bread on 89-cent special down at the Kroger's. So,
my middle name was almost Artesian, just so you guys know. That didn't happen though. Wow, I was gonna be Claude Henderson Artesian Grant.
Claw?
Claude.
Oh,
Claude.
Claude
I
Henderson.
thought you meant claw.
Yeah, there's that. It was.
How is that not a pen name for you?
Well, thank God your mother discovered Fantastic Journey.
Yeah, Claude Henderson. That should be my pen name, right? It's Claude Henderson. There we go. Everyone knows it's me. All the smut I've drawn online. Everyone knows who Claude Henderson.
Claude.
Yep. Yeah, that is.
Sorry, I wouldn't have married you.
You wouldn't. So yeah, because of the name.
His name was Claude.
Yeah.
You married him?
Because you guys gonna call me like Laud or
What was your name again? Get the fuck out of here.
No, there's no nickname for that.
Yeah, there's no name for Claude. It's
just sit there and cry. That's all you do when your name is Claude. You just sit there and cry all day.
Why'd you name me this? It doesn't even rhyme. Well, it does. Claude does rhyme a couple of names, but I would have to find
And
someone.
the only woman who will marry you is named Maud.
Yep.
I got no room to talk. My parents were Hicks, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got stuck with. Is it
I got stuck with a state of mind. Randy.
I always call you
I'm just
Randall.
Randy all the time.
I always call you Randall.
It's Randy though.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
still.
My parents didn't have much imagination. We'll just call
I
him
was
Randy.
named after Eric Estrada from Chips.
There you go. Cool. Awesome. I have no idea who I was named after because neither one of my parents I would consider to have been Randy.
Well, Lola was almost. What was it? Was it
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas?
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
Yeah. He said, "What?"
Colored flowers in her hair and a dress cut down to there.
I'm not wearing a dress tonight.
Yeah,
There
she's.
you go.
And it was like,
Barry Manilow song. Barry Manilow, before your time.
yeah.
And people don't like him now. They
Oh,
don't
you
talk
heard
about
that?
his work.
I've heard it.
Oh, okay. See, Barry Manilow. Yeah. Wallflowers. Ain't the wallflowers? I don't care.
Well, flowers.
Yeah. See, Nairobi Comics says Dr. Claw. Yeah, I could have been Dr. Claw.
Dr.
From
Claw.
Inspector Gadget. Yeah. Yeah, I could have been Dr. Claw. I could have got away with Dr. Claw.
No.
Could have had the claw.
She would have been Mrs. Claw.
Yeah. I do want to ask you guys another question that we got from Indie Vote Radio here. What and this is pretty weird, but why don't artists do free sketches anymore like you used to do in the 80s for people who write you?
Why don't convention customers just walk up and hand us $10 anymore, like they used to? Why do people complain that we don't do that we don't do free sketches anymore because they're cheap ass bastards?
And that was from that was from Stella.
How does that go? Hello, sorry, Stella. I wasn't necessarily referring to you, but if you're that much of a cheap so and so, just.
Eric, do you do free sketches for people?
Young disabled children.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dance monkey dance kind of move, isn't it? Draw a picture for the pretty lady.
The problem is that once somebody knows that you'll do like free sketches for the kids, then the parents get involved.
Once you do one, yeah, then suddenly sketchbooks come out of nowhere.
Like, yeah, I
Are
got
you drawing free heads? Here we go.
What is this? A school field trip? How many kids you got?
Exactly.
You know, I have this thing where, and Dreaded Dinosaur has seen it. When a kid comes up and they draw, I give them a pencil. I keep drafting lead holders. I buy them by the bulk, and I'll give a kid a drafting pencil and normally a hit their first start of lead. And say, go ahead and draw. Go ahead. There's a lead holder. There's some lead. Go out there and conquer the world.
Yeah.
And generally, what happens is, like Eric said, here comes the sibling now. I draw. No, you don't. Your brother has graphite in his fingernails. Your hands are clean. No, you can't have one. They don't like you. And I make faces at the kid and they run away. Lisa says, why are people taking the term starving artist in a literary sense? Like pay the artist for their work. They sigh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to pay the artist. They're like, nah, pay you.
They'd rather go over to Phil's site and just read the books for free.
Phil's pissed us. I kind of think Phil might have been a failed comic book artist.
Well, obviously he doesn't have a lot of money, nor does he appreciate the works.
They won't let me in. I'll destroy them.
Yes.
I'll
Oh,
take all their comics and
And next thing you know, suddenly you find his videos up on RedTube. Is his last name Poulter?
No, he's not Poulter. But I will tell you this: we have a slight announcement. We're gonna be doing. And I don't know if you guys see this.
We just lost 2.
Oh, did we? Yeah, because you.
What's our radio number?
Radio number right now is sitting at a balmy. No, I like saying balmy. Balmy sounds like not the right word.
That's
No,
because
actually,
you're balmy right now. That's why you don't have an AC in your house.
Yeah, it's radio number right now sitting at 2920, so 29,020 people listening.
There you go.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Indie Boy Radio Brazil. I want to thank Mexico, Japan, Italy, and Peru. Thank you guys for joining in.
Very
And
cool.
if you ever want to know what us wackadoos look like, you could always go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe and hit that like button for Indie Volt on the Indie Volt channel. So all of our previous podcasts are also archived up there for your listening and viewing pleasure. So that
You
can
are
point-
missing out. You need to see his face.
So you can laugh at the sup-ass boys.
You might want to see a pretty face. You can see Lola's, but the rest.
There we go. That's why we have Lola here.
Yeah. Most of us aren't listening.
That and we keep trying to make her laugh. So.
Yeah, it gets the audience there. Now, guys, I want to bring up another crowdfunding campaign that we are watching too.
Dun,
Real
dun,
quick. Let's bring up this one here that we are watching. We are watching this one very closely.
Oh my
Yes, we
God.
are. Darth
Darth-
Krell coming.
Darth knockoff.
Yeah, it's $1,148 worth of
It gained a new backer, but it seems to have only gone up like $1.
yeah.
With 37 days to go.
Yeah, out of South Florida, right down there in Rob country.
That
Star
might be
Wars.
why he hates this so much. Maybe it's Rob doing it. No, it's not. It's not.
Star Wars Darth Krell cometh. The book we're surprised that they have up here. It's still there. It's still there.
We're keeping track.
Keeping track of it.
Oddly, one of the very few books that we have featured on this channel that haven't profited from the Indie Volt bump.
Yeah, well, it got 2 bumps when it was on. But
Yeah, it did. That's only because Rob wanted to follow it so that you can point and laugh at it when it gets yanked.
We talked about this book.
Girl, look at that dog girl.
We talked about it. We've questioned its
Relevance,
legality. But
legality.
I do want to say something about it. The book looks good.
It does.
The book looks
Very
good.
professional looking product.
Yeah.
We were remarking that the artwork looks better than some of the Marvel books that have come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah. I mean, so we're not picking on the artist. We're just
That
picking
it's
on the
very
fact that
professionally lettered. It looks
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. This could very well be something that they should have put out. But they got some variant covers. We've been following that one, so that's good. That's if you haven't backed it yet, there you go. $20 gets you the Daylight cover.
Also on the wonderful Kickstarter
Yeah, it's on Kickstarter.
under Darth Krell.
Dark Krell cometh.
Darth.
I said dark. Dark.
Yeah,
dark.
you said dark, but it's Darth.
Darth
Not
Krell.
Darth Vader.
Whatever.
Darth Krell.
Yeah.
Cometh.
Yeah, I pledged 25, man. I want the book. It's gonna be a collector's item.
Michael Oden agrees. I can't believe it's still up there. Yeah.
Just like Air Pirates Funnies, it's gonna be a
If it comes out,
yeah, it's gonna be one of those books.
could be wonders. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check out.
Wonder if we get it over 500 backers, if Disney will notice.
I hope they probably will. They probably will. Popping over to Indiegogo. Let's take a look at Iva. 42 days left to go. $1,234. She has benefited from the Indie Vote bump as well.
Yeah, look at that.
And we really Ines is she was on the show a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Yep, a week ago.
And-
That's EYVA, and
Yeah.
believe me, this book does not have enough backers on it. If you're out there in Indie Volt Radio, you really need to swing by Indiegogo and take a look at this.
That's right.
This is an incredibly good product, and it
Do we
really
got any,
deserves your support.
We got any pages to look at? Because this is the first
Yeah,
time seeing it.
If you scroll down, it's amazing.
Should I play the video real quick?
Yeah, blow it up.
All right. I have
Make
to-
sure your sound's on.
All right. Can you guys see it? Can you hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Iva is a cyberpunk comic book series based on a love of 80s sci-fi and fantasy fiction. The story is set in the Ardent Nation, an upbeat, stylized technological utopia set in the 23rd century. However, all is not what it seems, what it seems, what it seems, what it seems. Individuality and privacy are rare commodities that only the governing elite are privileged to. So imagine, if you will, social media becoming the governing body of a surviving nation. Everything about you and what you do since the day you were born is automatically streamed onto your timeline. This is then monitored by a totalitarian regime known as Mainframe. Mainframe's prime directive is to compete for technological advancement and for survival in a post-apocalyptic world. In the spirit of fighting cyber terrorism, people of the Ardent Nation are kept on a short leash through the use of surveillance implants. The message is simple: comply with Mainframe's standard behavior protocol or be rehabilitated. It's all about working as a collective for a common cause whilst suppressing any scope for individual thought and self-expression. Iva Donnell is very much attached to her way of thinking, and this becomes a thorn in Mainframe's side. She's a highly strung bioengineer who, as we follow her journey of self-discovery, we learn about her past with the reformists and her present agenda, which could lead to the ultimate betrayal. The reformists are a rebellion group in the eyes of the Ardent Nation. Their ideology rejects invasive technology to protect the human spirit and embrace individuality. Ironically, the reformists use an interdimensional portal to keep themselves tucked away from the clutches of Mainframe. Iva started off as a TV screenplay which explores conflict between differing ideologies. Due to the storyline and the stylized visuals, it naturally evolved into a graphic novel. Iva is now complete and ready for publication. It's a labour of love that's been brought to life by the epic illustrative skills of Timothy Green II. It's an extraordinary journey, one of which we hope our readers will join us on.
Indiegogo. We recommend you go over and take a good look at this campaign. It's really good. It's a very professional book.
What kind of things do we have? Because I'm going to be backing this tomorrow.
Let's see here. Well, she's got a couple different things now. She's got the digital download. She's got the printed copy is $5. That doesn't include shipping, but she will ship it anywhere in the world because it's coming from the UK. The comic and digital bundle. Now there are some things. There's a comic bundle and postcards for 19 USD, 15 great in pounds.
And then she just posted that cityscape too. That Timothy's work on this is great.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal.
Look at that. Wow, I didn't even notice. I didn't notice the birds before. Is that new?
It reminds me.
Yeah, I
of
think she
like
remember when she was on the program, I said that she needed to post a cityscape scene because it's very reminds me and I'm not saying this lightly because I hold his work in very high esteem. It reminds me a lot of Mobius's work.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man. I was about ready to come out with that.
Yeah.
You stole my thunder.
Sorry, buddy.
This is a modern day Mobius that we're seeing, I think.
Yeah.
And she's really influenced by one of her things she was influenced by. She said was Aeon Flux.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
you definitely get that vibe there.
Timothy did the Ian Flux graphic novel.
Yeah.
For Marvel, I think, or for whoever.
There's a
Off of the
retailer's
show.
bundle of $20 retailer's bundle. Gets you five copies.
Yeah.
So if you got a store, you're looking to get a couple books in there, go ahead. There is behind the scenes bundle. I'm not sure what's all in there though. I only she mentioned what was in there on the show.
Yeah.
I have to reach out to her and find out. But then this drawstring bag, which I happen to know Randy got.
Yeah, I did. I want to see what the bag looks like.
And that's the one that Lola wants as well.
Looks
The
like fun.
drawstring bag.
Yep.
There's some
But
HTC.
there's only one claimed so far.
Yeah.
Ah,
There's a iPhone HTC case bundle, Samsung case bundle, and then check this out, guys. And I said before when NS is on the show, if you're looking to start a original art collection, you've seen the beautiful art, $126 per page from what is good quality work. I guarantee you is going to do nothing but go up as this artist.
I mean,
So you
that's a hell of a value.
Yeah.
That is incredibly undervalued.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So jump over there, EYVA on Indiegogo. And again, you can get a printed copy for $6. Or was it $5 actually, a printed copy, and then plus shipping and handling. But shipping and handling is really affordable. The book is ready. She's ready to print. So she's got 42 days left in the campaign. Go back a week. I'll put a link in the description. You can check out NS on the show with us. She almost stole the show from everybody.
I think she did. It
yeah,
was a really good show.
She
With her, yeah.
She got to the point where she was reading all of our questions for us, which we just liked because she had the accent, so we were letting her read the questions. It was awesome. We have to get Lola upset so that Lola can read the questions as an angry Italian. That'll be awesome. Every question has the F word stuck in the middle of it. But yeah, EYVA on Indiegogo. Check that out. Please do. And let them know that IndieVolt sent you.
Yeah.
Now.
You're gonna, if you listen to the alternative comic podcast, the other alternative podcast ought to be jumping on this book as well, because it's a really solid project, and it really deserves a lot more backers than what it's seeing right now. A lot more.
Yeah. Let me see here. I'm trying to bring up another one. Let's bring up. We got two other books we want to take a look at. One we haven't checked in on a while, but it is actually growing in funding. Let's take a look at God's Hand. Anthony Figueroa, friend of the show.
There it is.
Yeah. He's up to 13,604. And God damn it, we just crossed 36,000 listening right now. Sorry.
Did we really?
Yeah,
36. Wow.
36,712 listening.
We appreciate all of you out there listening in IndieVolt Radio. Thank you.
I don't like that. I'm getting close to the threshold again. Not happening. I'll cut the show. I'll end it. I swear.
So you already passed one threshold. Now we're getting ready to cross the next one, huh?
Well, the new threshold was I said at 40.
And again,
Okay.
God's Hand, another good book about New Orleans magic.
New Orleans by Anthony Figueroa. New Orleans, set in New Orleans, New Orleans supernatural thriller. Oh, does he call it a horror? Horror? Does he
It's a
call it?
supernatural thriller.
Horror.
New Orleans supernatural thriller.
Yeah, so he didn't put those muckety muck words in there for me to
He
screw up.
probably can't say the word horror either.
Yeah,
It's all good.
horror. That's how Anthony would say it. Horror. You want me to watch your horror book? He's gonna message me tonight. Like, the hell, man.
Shoot, he might end up jumping in. We never know.
And
Michael Odin's trying to bribe us.
Mm-hmm.
He says if we take a look at Elysian Fields, I can send you guys something special to put up on the show.
go ahead, Michael. So we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look. I was gonna go to Elysian Fields
Michael,
anyway, so
we could probably even send him a link if he wants to push his own work.
I was gonna put. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
We won't send him a link.
Like my kid.
And-
But send us that something special anyway, Michael.
Just a minute. Just a minute. You're coming up on the list.
yeah.
Okay, Michael Odin, you're on the list.
Anthony has those shirts too, and
Look at that.
I like those.
Yeah, those are tight.
Yeah.
Did he always have that up there?
No, the shirts
I
are
don't
new.
remember seeing that. Yeah.
The shirts are new. He's got the creator control thing here too, which is I forgot how that's explained, but
Basically, if you pay him $2,000,
Mhm.
you can tell him to go jump in a lake and he'll do it.
mm.
You get to control the creator.
Creator control. Interesting.
he's got some more art up here.
Well,
Okay,
tell him he's got to drive up here so that we can all go out to dinner. That's what it is.
yeah.
There's better food in New Orleans.
So we
That is
have
a
to-
very good point.
yeah, we had to drive down there.
Very true. Yeah, one trip down there, it was all that was a high point of being there. Is I went down there for a convention where I made absolutely no money, and but had the best food I've had in a long time down there.
And here's the well, I guess I can say it. The Andy Coon cover.
The who?
What?
Andy Coon, not
Andy.
not Andy Coon. Andy Coon.
That's with a Kuhn.
You're letting that
Wow.
hat go to your head.
Yeah. The Andy Coon cover. I believe I think Andy did some Hellboy at some point. So yeah, there's an Andy Coon cover, and we got and that's a variant cover that you can pick up. I think that it is it by itself as a perk? It probably is.
I
But
want
yeah.
the other
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's only available on this Indiegogo. It's not
And
going to be like a regular cover.
he got a triple elite when he added that was new. The 3 different covers of you get both covers of what there's a slight difference in color, and then the Andy Coon cover. $75 gets you that per. But yeah, it's looking nice. So definitely check that out if you guys if you've been following us, you know we've supported this book for a while. So
Yeah.
it is going to be shipping. He's got August 2020 on here, so we'll make sure that Anthony stays on it.
In fact, I believe his campaign has gone up a good 10 grand since he was on the show.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna take credit for that one.
No, we can't take credit for all 10 because Anthony's literally been out there busting a hump to promote
He is
the-
hustling.
promote
He's
the
on a
product.
new show
He's on a
every
hardcore
day, it
hustle, yeah.
seems. It's
Yep.
great.
Even if I tell him I don't want the person to show you, don't do that asshole show,
Yeah.
Anthony. Don't do that asshole show. You're doing an asshole show, aren't you? Chester, what are we talking about tonight? We're talking about Chuck. Everybody stop. We're stop talking about Chuck.
Chuck,
Here. Chuck. We had a Chuck. We talked
Chuck? We talked about Chuck already.
about Chuck. We talked about Chuck Winnick.
Oh, Wendig, yeah.
That's Chuck Pignon. Pignon.
Pinot,
Yeah.
Pinot.
Let's take a look. We're talking about Elysian Fields right now, Chuck. Elysian Fields by Michael Odin. And he's got the Double Trouble Deluxe. Double Trouble Deluxe. $25 perk here. I got a chance to check out Elysian Fields before anybody. I did. Nah. And it's a good book. It's a good book. He's actually then he threw up, which really made me want to visit Michael's house and choke him, because afterwards he threw up the Jim O'Reilly cover. The Elysian Fields #0 floppy, the Digital Money Saver, the Elysian Fields #0 black and white cut. He's got he's got shiny covers. Shiny covers, and everybody knows how I feel about shiny covers.
Did you buy it just because?
You put shine on the cover. Look at that twinkle holofoil sample cover, $150. Look, it's sharp. You guys don't understand how I feel about shiny.
Shiny.
You guys,
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
like, imagine there's a shiny Michael Turner cover.
There we go. I knew that was coming.
So yeah, Michael's book is finished as well. So I mean, he's just waiting for get a final number, and he can go to print on this. And I believe he already has.
He's
Yeah,
well
I think
past
it's
his
already been
goal.
shipped to the printer.
Yeah.
So,
But you still got time to get in here. He's on demand right now. $7,818, raised by 254 backers. And this is going out in July 2020. So you still got a little bit of time maybe to get in there.
that's great.
Try to get your books.
Very thin window of opportunity here on this. It's Elysian Fields, ELYSIAN Fields, issue 0.
It's got let me see here.
For
It's
all
got
our radio listeners.
yeah, I'm waiting for you to send me something special, Michael.
He said he sent it to you on Messenger.
Oh, okay, hold on. 1 second. I'll have to check.
Messenger, not Cash App. Come on.
Yeah.
That's a picture of a middle finger.
Yeah, what the
No,
hell?
not really.
I see 2 videos here.
What the heck is that?
I see 3 videos here now, Michael. What's going on here? Hold on.
He better not be Robert Rodriguezing us.
I think it's that's not what you said. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, let me.
We're doing the best to build up the suspense, people. That's all we can do.
That's
Yes.
a balloon knot. No,
Here we go.
no, it isn't.
I don't think I can share the audio, but I can.
Is that thing breathing?
I can definitely. What the heck?
That's at least illegal in 7 states.
Better not be porn.
Yeah. I swear it won't be porn. I swear. Okay. All right, there we go. So there's Michael from it's either Michael or Zach. I don't know who. I see hands in the comic.
It's a hand turning the comic.
But he's
Look
showing
at that.
there is the book, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
book done. That book
Nice.
is done.
Done
Done.
and printed.
DUN done.
Yeah.
That book is done. Awesome. Look at that. Character
Yeah.
sheets, production drawings. Sweet.
Very nice, sir.
Fantastic.
So the book is done. There, you have nothing to fear. Michael's already got the book done.
book is done.
He's already got the book done. So you guys ain't even have to worry about it's not coming in the mail, unless Mike just pops a sticker on the back and throws it in the mail. But he won't do that.
No, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, he's not gonna hicks you. The hickey method. Leave you with a hickey.
The Hicks format. Yeah.
I like to call it the hickey.
The hickey.
Yeah, they got a goddamn hickey comic. Look, they got hickey.
Wah, wah.
There's a lot to be said for cheap entertainment, but not when you pay $25 for it.
Cheap. Let's take a look at one other book here. I just gotta request to take a look at this. Whoa.
Don't post it if it's porn.
No. It's not porn. Not porn. Close enough. Okay, no.
The Return of Captain Dildo.
No. This is
No.
Niobe Birthright #1. He is in his last 3 days. He's got the Luigi Terrell. Is that Terrell combo pack? It's got 3 days left in the campaign. $1,198. He's already passed his goal, but he says, obviously everyone can use the Indie Vote bump. Check that out. That's a special cover. That's a cover that wasn't available in the Kickstarter.
That looks special to me.
Yeah. Look at those. Good old Subway stoppers. And he's there with Rags, which Rags is another comic. I don't think we ever had them on the show, but we should have them on the show. And that's the cover. I like that cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got t-shirts, $50 get you a t-shirt. I believe he gets a t-shirt. Is that a t-shirt and the book combo or just a t-shirt? Answer up, Larry.
What'll he do for $2,000? That's the question. No.
Wait, what will she do for $2,000? Well, listen, I'll tell you right now. There is an Indie Vote special. It's a secret perk. It's the first time you're hearing this. If in fact you send $2,000 to this campaign, we will. Larry will see to it that Niobe comes to you and spends a day with you. And Niobe.
No, dude, don't promise that. Since there's somebody out there in the world that would actually take you up on that.
Niobe will come to your house and hang out.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
She listen.
The truth is Varian.
Larry promises a t-shirt and a book for $2,000.
Listen, Niobe's gonna be a little fatter, a little blacker than what you're used to her being. Probably a whole lot more mailer. But he's gonna show up and
we can guarantee the curves, but we can't guarantee the nerves.
Yeah, round is a curve. I'm
round is very much a curve.
I make it cute, Niobe. So yeah, that book is
how it is. You'll dress as Niobe for $2,000.
I'll dress as Niobe.
Go visit somebody's house.
Stockings and everything.
And Larry, look at that. The stuff you'll do for Larry.
Yeah, just helping out. All those covers are available. 3 days left on that campaign. Hop in there. Another international campaign. That's what that is. It's Canada. So check out that.
Her first full color story.
She defends freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice.
From Moncton, Canada. Moncton. Canadians. Yeah, just kidding.
Damn, Varian is hard up. Ha ha.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's been a long quarantine.
That's what Larry's thinking.
It's been a long quarantine. Anything goes. There are no more lines.
He's just not within a quick slap of Lola. That's all. Larry, that is.
We just had what God. We just listen. It's been Whitmer's taking everything from us. I need to make money quick.
Let's not go there. I was on that soapbox earlier. So
guys,
can't even get my damn tire fixed. But anyway, go ahead.
We're reaching the end of the show. I do want to ask you guys real quick before we before we go to that part. Start asking you guys what your names are and where people can find you. Comic Cons are coming back around. Tampa Bay, Eric, you are scheduled.
Yes, I am verified now for Tampa Bay. I will be in Artist Alley with some of our compadres, and looking forward to getting back into it and seeing all my fans in Tampa.
So we're gonna do a special. We're gonna have Eric live from Tampa Bay Comic Con. We're gonna have him there, and me and Randy won't, because we're far too old to travel, and far too.
You're funny.
The risk of COVID infection is too high. I'm just kidding. It's Florida. I was scared to go.
Tampa Bay, home to one of my favorite Cuban restaurants, which sadly may not be open. I don't know. Have to find out, because the food great. But
isn't Florida about to go under another lockdown?
I don't know why.
Their numbers are jumping, aren't they?
I heard it's a possibility.
Number schmumbers.
4
or 5 states.
It's all high anyway.
They're not gonna close the state down. They got cons to do. When you're there, Eric, are you who are you most looking forward to seeing?
You know what? I just want to see people's smiling faces again. Hopefully, that'll be an opportunity. I think everybody's smiling face is going to be hidden behind a mask, though. Things are going to be different. Things are going to, we might get a preview of what the new normal is going to be like going forward. So I think it's important to bring that message to the Indie Volt audience so that you can see firsthand. Because Tampa Bay Comic Con is a big show. It's one of the bigger shows in the country. It's one of the bigger promotions. Imaginarium, they run shows in different cities throughout the country. And so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of turnout we get and how things are done. So very informative, not just for patrons who come to the show, but for other artists looking to set up maybe a different show to kind of get a taste of what the convention experience may change into. So hopefully we'll see that. I'll definitely be doing some interviews with creators, with vendors, with patrons, people coming to see the show, and kind of get a general feel for our larger national comic book family, and maybe see what things. Maybe we'll see some brighter days. Who knows?
Yeah. Lola's hard at work. She's about to begin editing her comic strip, which is gonna be fun. So that'll take a couple. That'll take us a couple weeks, but we're gonna get in there and tear the whole thing apart and put it back together, and hopefully have a nice little neat package. She's excited. You can tell from her amplified demeanor today.
And I'm so hot right now.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, we know that, but are you warm?
I took off the thermostat.
There's like a half an inch of sweat
I
on my forehead right now.
I bought a new
If you want to
thermostat.
see a sweaty Lola, you'll get up on the Indie Vote channel on YouTube and take a look. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button.
I bought a new thermostat and haven't put it on yet. Okay, I need a pair of Anyway, so I need tooling and I don't have the tools. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
He needs tooling.
I'm going to send everyone. I want everyone to know that if you want us to make fun of your questions, it's really easy to do. Very easy to do. Just hop on over to IndieVote Live at indievote.com and email away. You're going to want to include IndieVote Live in the subject field, and please keep those emails to 90 words or less so that I can make graphics of them when we pick on them. That's what you want. Actually, we don't pick on all the questions.
And don't forget, our feedback will be better because of your segment. Get an education, hashtag IndieVolt.
Yeah.
Make sure you send those letters in.
We always want
those
to make
emails in.
We always want to, just tell us about what happened to you. We want to hear it. And you can listen
online.
You
can be anonymous, and your example may be very important for our other listeners.
It could be,
or at least a few minutes of intense amusement.
And it could be a total waste of time. Years only one way to find out.
No question too small or stupid. Believe me. If you've listened to this show before, you already know.
Yeah, the bar is really low, so don't worry about if you're not good enough to write in.
Bar's about as low as it gets.
Yeah, you don't have to.
And
the bar is
also,
the floor.
For our international listeners out there, Varian does have a translator, which is about as accurate as Google can be.
Yeah,
so we might end up getting some really ridiculous letters if you send us one.
Yeah, you just come in and again, just send any question in you want. We'll answer. We've answered advice for the loved one before. So, my girlfriend's cheating on me with a famous comic book artist.
We've done that.
Yeah.
No, we haven't cheated on because anyway, we've answered those questions.
So listen live, guys, online at you can download the IndieVote Radio app on Google Play. If you got Apple iOS phone, you can download Streamer, look up IndieVote Radio on there. Also, if you have a wonderful Alexa device, you're gonna ask Alexa to play IndieVote Radio. She may have to get that skill, but it's really easy to do. And you can listen to us live, listen to a bunch of cool indie music. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, streaming live, IndieVote Radio. Again, music, independent comic talk. Eric's show, Broke Money Hustle, we put in rotation very, very soon. Essence House is on there. There's a bunch of cool stuff, and we're getting ready to announce some more stuff on there too. So it's going to be someplace it's going to be an app you definitely want on your phone or tablet. And if you, for some reason, strange reason, you don't want to commit to downloading it right away, you can go to indievote.com. There's a player right at the bottom of the website, or toward the bottom of the website. It says IndieVote Radio. You can listen in right there too. IndieVote on Roku, IndieVote TV. It's our streaming service. It's over the top streaming network. It's got a bunch of independent movies. There's some exclusive stuff. When we do IndieVote Live, sometimes the show runs a little bit longer. I have some of those on there. Some stuff that isn't available on YouTube, it's there as well as pretty much every Art of War is on there. So if you want to check that out, That's the place to do it. We got some exclusive documentaries and series coming there soon as well, and it's 100% free. So if you got a Roku or Roku TV, Roku enabled device, go into the app store there, look for Indie Vote TV and download it. It is free. And that does it for all the bill payments. It wasn't bill payments, but
Bill
it
payments.
it was almost bill payments.
Those never end.
Yeah. We'll be back here, Randy and I, Thursday morning, for Indie Vote Breakfast Buzz. Geekgasm tomorrow at 9. Lola has 3 guests, is it?
3 so far, yeah.
3 so far. Well, that's a lot of people. We'll see you guys then. That's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've also heard it's called EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. Just look, whatever time. If it's 9 o'clock in Michigan, get your ass on the channel or whatever. Yeah, do that. Until then, we will see you guys. Stay safe. Say, wash your damn hands.
Well, where can you find Dreaded Dinosaur?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, you guys. I was gonna let you guys go.
You can find Dreaded Dinosaur at Dreaded Dinosaur on all those social medias. You can go over to Webtoon and read the comic. And you can go to my website, erichodson.com. That is ERIKHODSON. And you can buy some prints and help me pay my July rent.
Cool. And you can find me at the Zim Geek channel, which I swear there'll be new content up there eventually. I'm also up on Facebook, and thanks to all of the Indie Volt listeners that have friended me over the last couple of months. I've really gotten a fantastic worldwide group of friends now, which is pretty awesome. So, and Zim Geek channel on YouTube, ZIMMGEEK. Like and subscribe if you can.
Cool.
Like and subscribe Indie Volt too. If we can get over 1,000 subscribers, we could actually be worried about watching what we say for fear of demonetization. Please subscribe to the Indie Volt YouTube channel.
Make us afraid of something.
Make us scared. And
Yeah.
then we can take super chats too, and you could actually tip us.
Yeah.
And
then you can.
Varian's already told you what he'd do for $2,000.
Imagine what you do for $2.
Yeah,
imagine.
$2 right here,
Yeah.
right here.
Imagine what we do for $2.
Might even eat a Klondike bar.
Maybe. It's
Ah,
fattening.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Keep reading comics. We'll keep making them.
I'll take
See you
us
later.
out. Everybody take care. Stay safe.
Good
Stay
night,
safe.
everybody.
We'll see you soon.